And I said with Kansas City yesterday, I hate to oversimplify with the Chiefs that if Matt Castle plays well, it's going to be a decent season. But it's hard to get to the other storylines in Jacksonville without spending a whole chunk of time on Blaine Gabbert, because if there's not improvement there, the rest of the stories don't mean a whole lot.
No, well, there's not improvement there. We'll see the Chad Henne administration take over rather quickly, and then we'll also see, where he takes them, and then we can really kind of find out where this team is. And I think everybody here in Jacksonville understands that, the key is going to be in the games. Yes. When Gabbert's playing in a game. And that wasn't exactly the way we wanted to start off a Blaine Gabbert pass there. The key is when Gabbert's in a game, handling the pressure, handling the poise, and being able to demonstrate that he can handle. This looks like this is a 2-minute no-hurry here. So this will be really good to watch Blaine and see how he executes against his own team. This Jacksonville defense now, under the direction of Mel Tucker, is pretty good.
They're not, they haven't been too bad at all.
I mean, and this is a team that has the ability to play a game where they could control field position. They drafted a very powerful punter. They've got the best kicker in football, franchise player. And with Maurice Jones-Drew, now I'm hearing Jennings is really running the ball well effectively for him.
Rashad Jennings.
Jennings. So he's been very good. But again, like you said, it's going to come down to him making decisions and being able to make plays.
Oh, there we go.
Get rid of the football. Well,
nice catch by Cecil Shorts.
Right, but he took forever in the pocket. I don't think the defense doesn't count to 5 for Mississippi's fault.
You could say that. You could also say he looked comfortable.
He looked a little, I would say, reluctant. It looked like it was coming off his head. There's got to be a rhythm in this. There's got to be a bang bang. It's got to come out. It's got to come out. And now this is really what you like to see him changing the play, getting more comfortable, understanding what he's seeing. Thinks he's got pressure coming at his face. He's audibled off into a protection that he should be able to protect. See if he got that. He does.
Stepped into it. He was now obviously missed there, but stepped into it. Something we didn't see happen a lot last year.
He was throwing off his back foot and bail and hurry.
Right.
So that's good. Look. I mean, Blaine's got to show his teammates that he's willing to take the hit and stay in the pocket the last second. I think once he wins that over with, then he can start making progress in terms of coaching the other areas.
Right. Live look at the Jacksonville Jaguars practice. Lots of throws in early here for Blaine Gabbert, rolling out to his right. Hard to tell if that one was complete. Yes, it was.
And I think really that's kind of what he'll be better at doing, is get him out there and let him read it high-low, throw it to a guy. Make the play determine where he throws the football. Don't make his mind determine where he throws the football. That's hard to do. It's easy said in the studio in Los Angeles. It's hard to do on a practice field or in a game in Jacksonville. But that's kind of what he has to do. He can't, if he processes too much, it's going to slow down his game. And you can see it when you watch practice. Here's a 3rd-and-1 call. Then that's on the quarterback there. You got your 3rd-and-1. You're running a tempo type drill,
right,
and you got a false start. That's kind of the quarterback's got to handle those situations.
It was almost a year ago to the day. It was very close here, Michael. I did the Jaguars preseason games last year, and we were at New England for the first game, and they'd only been in camp for about a week and a half. I remember the situation last year with the holdout, and Blaine Gabbert wasn't supposed to be the starting quarterback. And David Garrard was supposed to be the starter.
Right.
David injured himself that week in practice and wasn't going to play in the game. So all within a week, Blaine Gabbert becomes an NFL quarterback at camp and learns within the last 24 hours that he's going to be the starting quarterback against the Patriots. We had a meeting with him off the bus, and I don't think he took his eyes off the floor. I mean, this is a kid that was just overwhelmed with everything that was going on. And I think now, to a year later, how much different his confidence and his feeling must be from what he felt a year ago. And the Jaguars play the Giants on Friday night. With a full year of off-season, he's had some NFL starts. His confidence, his entire demeanor has to be in such a better place than it was a year ago.
Yeah, and throws like that are going to give him some confidence. That was the best throw he's made in practice here, and the ball came off. He looked decisive with his decision. But certainly he needs to have some confidence early in the preseason. He needs to be protected. He needs to feel. He can't have a start that Kevin Cobb had on Sunday.
Right.
That's going to be a disaster. If he does that, that's not going to be good for his teammates. It's not going to be good for his career. It's not going to be good for anything.
Jalen Parmalee, number 34, the tailback there, working with Blaine Gabbert and the Jaguars offense. Jacksonville hoping to have healthy the bookends at tackle. Evan Britton on the right side and Eugene Monroe on the left. first and second round pick in the 2009 draft.
And that's what they have to do. They've got two big tackles, Britton and Monroe. They've got to be able to handle it. They've got to be, and that tight end, Mercedes Lewis, because of the offense has been so inconsistent at quarterback. I don't think people appreciate how good of a tight end he can be and what a weapon he is. But unfortunately, because he's been in an offense that struggled to throw the football, you haven't been able to see how really good he is.
Blaine Gabbert with the completion there. Number 81, LeBron Robinson, the big free agent signing from the Dallas Cowboys. And he will be a strong supplement to Justin Blackman. Justin Blackman in camp now. You see Mike Mularkey, the new head coach, talking with his quarterback, Blaine Gabbert. A lot of new there in Jacksonville around Blaine, in addition to Mike Mularkey. Bob Ratkowski, the offensive coordinator. Greg Olson, the new quarterback coach. Many believe it was time for a change with the Jaguars, and lots of change on that coaching staff. Though Mel Tucker, defensive coordinator, does remain. Here's kind of one of the side stories, quarterback-wise, in the National Football League. Number 7, Chad Henne. We've talked about it the last couple of weeks, Michael. If he is just solid in training camp and Blaine Gabbert struggles in training camp, the Jaguars have a real decision.
Yeah. I think it's, one thing about Chad Henne, he's a competitive guy. He's not always accurate with the football. He's a little slow in his mechanics as well, too. It doesn't process quickly for him. He almost, when he plays a reactive game, he's better than when he has to anticipate game. He struggles in that area. So, but he's a competitor. He's going to work hard. He's going to drive Blaine Gabbert, and he's going to force him to be the best he can be, because he signed there, Paul, for a reason. He didn't take the trip to Seattle because he feels he can beat Blaine Gabbert out.
The Chad Henne operating the offense there, Montel Owens, and the Jaguars practicing live on this Tuesday morning. Will continue to allow you live looks at Jacksonville's training camp. Thursday night, NFL Network is the place to be for preseason action. RG3 will make his debut. Peyton Manning takes real live hits.